Be strong and courageous. He will give you much success. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go.
Hey guys, welcome back to Faith, Family, and Food at the Parsonage. My name is Tananda, and I was recording this video and trying to talk over it, but he said that the time that it was taking me to get the ingredients as I was measuring out, like the sugar, the butter, and you couldn't see in the background as I was putting the butter in the bowl, that as I was putting it in there, I was putting it like piece by piece because I was using the scale. And as I was getting as close to the amount that I needed, I added just a little bit more, just a little bit until I reached my desired weight for the amount of butter that I needed. And then I mixed it in with the sugar. However, I just thought it was funny how as I was adding the ingredients, God was just saying, like, you see the little bit that you're putting in little by little by little. He's like, you're putting in the right amounts, but not all of it at one time. So you're going to get what it is that you need. However, it's just not all going in the bowl at one time. And I was like, okay, God, I see you. Okay. And so I just kind of moved on. And so I let that mix up, and then I was measuring out my flour. And so, again, I poured the flour, the rest of the flour that was in my flour container, into the bowl. And that's what you see on camera, is the flour going into the bowl. And so, of course, based on the weight, it's not enough. And so because my flour container was now empty, what you don't see in the background was me opening up a brand new bag of flour and refilling my flour container so that I could continue. And God, again, was just like, see how on camera where you can see that the flour is sitting in the bowl, and then it's like you're wondering, okay, well, what's taking them so long to move on to the next step? All you see is the flour literally just sitting in the bowl. And then you see me coming back, adding more flour to the bowl. But you didn't see what was going on in the background. And what God was saying was, the things that we see with our natural eye, yes, they may be true and it may be relevant in that moment. However, the things that he's doing in the background that you cannot see are also just as important. So if I had just simply stopped at emptying the flour container and pouring that flour in the bowl and leaving it as is, my cake would not have came out the way that it needed to come out, because it would not have had enough substance. So in the background, what I was doing was preparing more, doing the necessary preparations to add more to the bowl so that I could get it to the amount of flour that I needed. And so what you didn't see in the background was God doing the necessary preparations, getting the necessary ingredients needed to make your final product the way that he designed it to be. And so I moved on from there. I was like, okay, God, you're doing this thing. And so I just went on mixing. And so I did all the ingredients. I measured it out. Everything was the way it was supposed to be. And when I got to the actual, just the batter, I was looking at the batter like, okay, this batter ain't came out the way that it used to come out. So then I'm like questioning things like, man, did I add too much flour? Did I not put enough butter in it? It looks a little thick to me, And I was just like, okay, God, like this don't seem like it got the right amount of ingredients. Did I make a mistake along the way? And God was like, you followed the recipe. You looked at it several times. As long as you follow the steps that I gave you, you will reach the desired outcome where you're supposed to be. And so what I say to you guys is, when God gives you a plan, a purpose, a vision, and he gives you the steps, follow the steps that he gives you. And they're not always in order. So like when I did this cake, I did not go down the line and add everything into the bowl as it was listed in the recipe. I went according to the instructions on the recipe. So even though I had all the steps, I went according to how it was supposed to be added in order for the outcome to come out the way it was supposed to. And God was just saying that even though you can't see me working, I'm still working behind the scenes. I'm still doing what it is that I told you that I would do. And you will reach the desired outcome. You will get what it is that you were supposed to get. And it will be right on time when you get it. So yeah, that's all I got. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening.
And I hope you guys have been blessed in these 14 days so far where we are. They've been a little all over the place, but we really just post what God gives us, the ideas, however long or short the videos may be. But just remember that through this journey, we are just holding on to the fact that faith will always see us through. God is always working on our behalf. And there's nothing that we cannot do as long as we follow the instructions that God gives us. We may have the steps, but if we don't do those steps in the order that He instructs us, it's not going to come out the way it's supposed to. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the video. Have a blessed night. Came from Sam's Club, and y'all know. No. Oh no, I'm gonna tell it.